Good morning, welcome to Morning Review on Thursday the 21st of January. This is Kim Watson speaking for Easy Trader. So looking at the euro dollar first, and as you can see the consolidation continues on the dailies. We've had some reasonable intraday moves, and the 60-minute will show you that. We've yesterday fired up once again. Quite a lot of chop towards the afternoon. This morning we've shot up already, hit the daily pivot. We've got Draghi speaking at 1:30 today. We've got the 12:45. We'll have further news of whether they're going to do any more easing, which I strongly suspect they won't be. Having read some of the notes and minutes from last time, I think there was certainly a split in terms of decisions of who wanted to reduce it more. There is a risk, of course, if they actually do. The risk basically is to the euro upside, and if they do some more easing, there is quite a lot of carry trade sitting on the euro because of its negative interest rate. It makes it a reasonable carry trade. But there's quite a lot of carry sitting there. So if they do start unwinding, which may make it seem stronger in the future, you may get some of that unwinding of the carry trade, which could ironically push the euro up. They're almost damned if they do and damned if they don't at the moment. They really want the euro weaker because obviously it'll increase the inflation that they're so desperately looking for. But for now, there are reasonable signs of growth in some parts of Europe, so there's probably more likely to be saying that there's the possibility to do more easing, but maybe the hardliners will keep it there and as it is. But we'll see. Right, so the euro for now then. Possible strong movements around 12:45, 1:30, particularly when Draghi speaks. We could have fireworks this afternoon, that's for sure. But this morning, what may happen? Well, it may consolidate. When we're looking at this 60-minute time frame, even in the shorter time frames, actually it may just be sort of put the morning top in. Maybe we'll see. But I strongly think we may end up with consolidation zone unless we start. Well, if we break the highs of this current buy, even. Well, there is a possibility we could push up to the R1, maybe even yesterday's highs again. But in the excitement, waiting for the news. Any breaks to the downside, may look at shorting towards the prior lows, Tuesday's lows, and maybe even the S1. But for now, as I say, it could end up being a bit of a choppy morning with euro. The pound, well, that seems to be choppy every day, doesn't it? Yesterday we managed to finally push up a little bit and end up on this little positive bar. First positive bar for a proper positive bar we've seen for a long time, as you can see. But saying that, when you look at the 4 hourlies, it just looks like a consolidated field, and which could in itself just be another platform for a continuation to the downside. As much as it sort of it looks like at some stage we may rally, but yesterday did nothing more than running into its hourly 50. That's the best move we saw. It did actually catch a daily pivot in the end, but today it's already caught the daily pivot. The pivots are very tight. We could see it roll over some more here and run down towards yesterday's lows, hit the S1, and maybe even roll further because the pivots are so pinched here. They may not provide the same sort of support. Dollar yen. Dollar yen, well, solid daily sort of hammery pattern there. It's all sorts of news going on. It's full. They're looking for some more Bank of Japan easing, but it's not really happening at the moment, and the yen seems to be strengthening it every time. At the moment, all we're seeing from the short term is, it's already gone through daily pivots, broken through the key 21 moving averages, which often provide decent support, and it's heading back south again. There's a good possibility, I suppose, at some point it could run down towards yesterday's lows and the S1. Okay, yen, Aussie dollar, pretty much running in a channel which we'll see back in the hourly in a moment, but it's mid-range in there. The news overnight was relatively good better for China, which also has its knock-on effects on the Australian currency as well. and we saw the sort of push up through the Asian session. And as you can see, it's then early Asian session pushed up, then it's chopped back down towards the daily pivot, which has been hit, and now it's sitting in this tight range between the two. Good, reasonable possibility if it does break the pivots here, it could run back down towards yesterday's lows, and certainly the S1 there, maybe into the yesterday's lows there. Finally, the Canadian dollar. So finally, the Canadian dollar should look at world oil again, or well, Western Texas is all I'll use as the benchmark here. And as you can see, yesterday it pipped into new lows at 27.77. It's taken a bit of time to load here. Oh, here we go. So it has been pushing down, and again this morning it's easing back down again at the moment. So that in itself has pushed the Canadian dollar back up a little bit. Had a reasonable reversal yesterday. Some volatile old movement on the data that was coming out. The talking about rate changes, etc. So really gave some volatility around about that time, but it didn't really stick. And eventually, well, it was starting to ease off anyway, and that's what it did later on in the day. So the possibility for this to push up a bit further now. It's just run into 21s, but daily pivot above, so a reasonable probability of that being hit. And if oil keeps on sliding, we could see this just continue back up towards yesterday's highs. Certainly the R1 may be in range. That's pretty much it for today. As already mentioned, the big news today is the the ECB meeting and press conference, particularly at 1:30 would be the fireworks probably. So have a great day. I'll be back later. Bye for now.